Good morning, friends. I'm so sad I can't be there with you today. I've got a little bit of a cold, a little cough, little congestion, and talked to our nurse Julie, and we just both felt like it was best for me not to be at school today. But the good thing about that is we do have all this wonderful technology, and we can adapt, and it gives us time to practice. So, I get to talk to you about intervention. And when we're looking at intervention, we're looking at this RTI model, response to intervention, and it's made up of three tiers. Our tier one are all of the students that are going to be in your classroom, just your normal everyday instruction. Of course, you do differentiate that when you think of, math groups and reading groups and things like that. Now, once we get into our tier two, we want to look at the 25th to 45th percentile, and those are your MAP scores. So if your kids fall into that range, you're going to really do those kids are going to be in class with you, and you're going to be doing in class targeted intervention. So you're going to be looking at the MAP skills they need. We'll also look at our Fountas and Pinnell levels and determine what needs they have. Now, if your students fall into the 15th to 25th percentile, they will be pulled out for intervention. They'll come to me for reading. And then also, if they fall in that 15th percentile or below, those students will also get pulled out for intervention. Sorry, go to the next slide. So let's talk a little bit about reading intervention. Kindergarten, you're going to assess them. Of course, you have your ESGI. And we want to go ahead and do our Fountas and Pinnell and try to have that done. I think you guys typically have that done around within the first 9 weeks. F&P earlier in the year might be a little bit newer, but if you do have those students that you know are readers, we want to go ahead and get them assessed and get that F&P level. We want to start intervention services with them around fall break, maybe actually a little bit later. That's a conversation we can have later this fall, but we just want to give them time to be kindergartners and give them time to adjust and see what their needs are, and make sure what maybe they're struggling with is not just something that is just developmental, and just give them some time. So if you do have students you're concerned about, let me know. I can come in and observe them. I can come in and assess them, things like that. So that's the plan for kindergarten. First through third, you're going to assess through MAP and F&P, and then our intervention with them will begin after Labor Day. I'm working on our rainbow document that has all of our benchmarks in it. I'm cleaning that up. I'll be putting in the new class list and all of that. So as soon as that's done, I'll get that sent out to you guys. Our MAP testing for first through fourth will be, we're going to try to start that first full week that we're in school. It usually takes 2 to 2.5 weeks to get that done. We'll test them again in January, and then of course again in the spring. Kindergarten, obviously you won't do yours till winter, but you will get a MAP schedule soon. Testing for Fountas and Pinnell. Once again, kindergarten, just test them in the fall as you feel is appropriate. Like I said, if they're starting to read or you have some already coming in as readers, let's go ahead and get that level for them. First through fourth, we definitely want to do twice a year. The 2 dates for that are to have them completed are by September 28th and then by April 9th, and both of those dates are by your parent-teacher conferences. You can test more at your own discretion. I know some grade levels test them every 9 weeks. I always like to test my kids at least 3 times a year formally with Fountas and Pinnell, but definitely want to do that at least twice a year. Our tier 2 and our tier 3 students, they will definitely need to be tested 3 times a year. And then the students that get pulled to intervention with me, of course, I'll be doing progress monitoring with them continually as I see them. Your gifted kids, I think you could stick with that, just that twice a year, your beginning level and your ending level. We definitely, with having this break, since March, everybody is going to, need to be tested this fall. You can start with that word list to see, the where to start word list, to see if you feel like they're kind of in the same spot or they're lower. And of course, if you need help with testing, if you need support with that, I'll send out my schedule for those first 2 weeks, and I'll be happy to come in and assess your kids to help you get that done. One key thing is we need to be doing informal running records throughout the year. Our students grow, and we just need to make sure that we're continually growing with them and assessing them as needed. I think that's all I have. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And if you have any questions about intervention, about MAP, or anything like that, just let me know. Hopefully I'll see you Monday.